So how much did you miss me? Like on a scale of,
Bonjour! Bonjour! Monsieur, monsieur.
is that a number?
On
On a
de
scale of like 0 to 10, what are we talking? How much did you miss me?
14. Didn't you learn any French while you were over
I
there?
should have packed you in my carry-on because that was the hardest part. Like, I don't do French and I couldn't remember stuff.
Barely. I do like 12 words that I remember from one semester of French.
Well,
France
that's awesome
class.
because that is
France
11
class.
more than I carried over there with me, and it was a struggle, but we'll get into that.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you back.
I'm so excited to be back. Let me tell you something. The shows you did without me were amazing. And when I say amazing, I mean like the guests you had on were amazing. You yourself, not so much. I mean, if we're going back to a scale of 0 to 10, it's a big scale. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. Can I get a 3.5?
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Okay.
But no, you covered me well. I feel like I could easily be replaced, which is an amazing feeling. And no one would ever even care or know. So that's great. Here we are. So
it's
yeah,
so good
thanks
to have
for
you
all
back.
that.
It's so good to have you back.
I don't know.
Who am I going to make fun of if you're not around? Everybody else is so great. I don't know what to do when you're not around.
Well, here I am. I'm back. So have at it.
Thankfully.
I'm here for the taking.
No.
Oh.
I'm going to take you back.
All right, let's start the show. We have lots to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
Mostly about me because I've been gone for 2 weeks. So
yes,
I assume most of this show will be just talking about me in general and what everybody's missed in my life. That's the most important thing.
Yep.
All right. Maybe we'll have a guest on if we have time, but probably not.
Okay.
All right. You ready to listen to me?
I'm ready. Do you have a rhyme? Did you prepare it?
What? Why? See, this is what's... Don't even get me started. 2.5, if that, max. No 3.5. See, stuff like that just dropped you down.
Okay.
Stay down lower on your peg. Grayce, listen up. Our guest tonight went to France to compete in the 24-hour World Championship race. The problem is all her luggage showed up a few days late. Let's talk about her amazing experience across the pond on episode 138.
Woo!
I'm Eric, Idiot Runner Kosek.
And I'm Grayce, Hot Pants Langheim. Eric is all business in the front of the pack, and I am all about the party in the back.
That's right, business up front and party in the back. Together, we are the Running Mullet.
And we are going to talk about every aspect of running, the podium to the DNF and everything in between.
If you are a runner, this show is for you. Now sit back, get out your foam roller, and enjoy the party.
I missed that song.
Yeah, remind me after the show to help me figure out how I get you that intro song through here, because it's on here, our platform thingy doodle. So I don't really know how to get it to you per se, what the file is and what you do with it through the...
Do you know what to do with your hands?
The emails and the files and how you make a sandwich and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's super tough stuff.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know if I have the file anymore. It's just here.
Go USA. Let's get our person on.
You should be doing that every show.
What, Go USA?
Yeah. Oh, so you just want to bring on our guests, not even care about how my week's going?
Instead of making notes of things for us to talk about later.
Okay.
How was your weekend, Eric?
No, it's too late. It's fine. We're bringing on our guest. She's not a stranger to the show. Yeah. She's doing amazing things at a young age. She just went to France to compete with the best in the world in the 24-hour race format. The Kaylee Frederick.
The Kaylee Frederick.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Grayce. Hi, Eric.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for giving us your evening for a few minutes.
Yeah, of course. I left work a solid hour and 10 minutes early, so it better be worth it.
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
Ooh. I didn't know that ahead of time.
Oh, no, that's okay. Hashtag worth it. Go USA.
Well, the thing is, Kaylee, Grayce is gonna have, oh my god, so many questions. Like
I do have so many questions.
I have so many questions.
I have so many questions.
Yeah. So it's a good thing you left early because she has a lot of questions.
I do.
All right, go ahead, Grayce.
So no, let's give a brief overview. Kaylee was an alternate for Team USA and was invited to France to run as an alternate. So she wasn't a scoring runner for Team USA this year, but she still got the invite to go. So she took the invite as a way to get experience, to see what it's like to run at the big show, and because she has future ambitions, obviously, of making the team.
For which race? Did you say which race?
24-hour world championship.
24-hour world championships, which is on a track.
I think I said that. So I am Kaylee's coach, and I was lucky enough that she invited me to go along if I could make it. So I made the trip across the pond also to crew for her for this kind of biggest race of her life thus far. Yeah. So there we are. Kaylee, you can take it away and explain the rest.
I think that was pretty good. I qualified last year at Fat Ox 24-hour in November at the national championship. I ran 136 miles there, and that qualified me and got me a good enough mark to be the third alternate so that I could run in the world championship. And it was crazy. It was crazy.
How crazy on a scale of 1 to 10?
Like 267.
267 crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild.
I have so many questions. How so now you did the thing, right? Is it real in your brain yet?
I mean, I think so. Like I know that I went there and I ran that far. I still don't really know how I did it and how it because I mean, I feel we'll probably get more into like how it went and everything. Yeah. But it just went very, very well. And I just kept waiting for it to not go well, but then it never didn't not go well. And it was just crazy. And it is kind of crazy. My brain still can't process the whole 12th place thing. That's outrageous.
That is outrageous. So we have lots to talk about, but we'll start with the ending. So how many miles did your feet go?
147.66.
147.66 miles in 24 hours on a track in France.
It was a 1,500 meter loop.
Yeah, we'll add to that. I'll add to that. Her A goal was 145 miles. So pretty darn good.
Yes. So there were how many runners on the track?
It was 370 something, I think. It wasn't just a 400 meter track though. It was a 1,500 meter loop, but that started and ended on a track, and then you went around like a soccer field or something or other.
Oh,
you didn't leave the track. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Well, that's good because that spreads it out. And how many? So you ended 12th place female out of how many female runners?
Maybe 130 or 170 or something like that.
Yeah, a whole lot.
And
second American female out of 7, right? Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Fabulous. All right, so that's the end. We know what happened. Now rewind all the way to the beginning. So you're getting ready to go to France. Start from the beginning. What happened?
Well, we're getting ready to go to France, and I was sitting on Eric's kitchen table doing my homework and trying to get it done before I left. I didn't, and I'm still behind, but that's okay. And then we fast forward a little bit. There was like a cross country meet in there and all that. We got to the airport, and then we flew from Rochester to JFK, and then JFK was a big mess. We were supposed to fly Delta, and then our flight was like canceled and moved, and then they like switched us airlines, and it was a whole thing with our luggage. And Eric was like, "We're not gonna see your luggage again," and I was like, "Yeah, probably not." And then we got to France, and I looked at my phone, and our luggage was still in New York, so that was cool.
Oh, no.
But it was a whole mess. It was a whole issue. But we got it back on like Tuesday night, I think, or like Wednesday. And so we got it. It just took a while.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
more just scary than anything. It was wait, it only took a day and a half once we got there, but like all her fueling, all her cis gels that's all she uses were in that luggage, so that was the biggest concern.
And I didn't have shoes. I literally had a pair of Crocs, and that's it.
Wow.
I didn't even have running shoes.
Which I'm sure you would have figured stuff out, and did the best that you could with what you had. But it's always easier if you have with the things you packed.
Yeah, it was very stressful. But once I got my stuff, the trip was okay.
So you got there. How many days ahead did you get there?
So we landed on Sunday, the week before the race. So
okay,
yeah.
So that gave you time. Did you get time? And Don put this in the chat. Did you have time to see some sites? If so, what was your favorite?
We went to Andorra, which is a little country between France and Spain, and I really liked it there. There were big mountains, and they were very pretty, and I like mountains. And there were animals, and there were sheep, and there were horses, and it was very, very pretty there. So I liked Andorra. And I feel like in France, once we actually went back into France, the drive was pretty. It was like all countryside and everything. But then once we got to Albi, it was just like a lot of race stuff. We didn't have a ton of time to do things. We walked around the one day of the parade, and we went to like the cathedral and everything. So that was cool. But I think Andorra and the mountains was probably my fave. And I want to go back when I have shoes and I can actually go.
And Andorra is unique. It's its own country apparently, but it's basically mountains encapsulate everything that Andorra is. And they get out of Andorra and the mountains go away. And we're talking like 27 to 3,000 foot mountains, like big boy mountains. It's kind of like I don't know, hidden. It's not hidden, but like it's a mecca. There's trails everywhere. There are a lot of ski slopes because it's big mountains, but like it's beautiful. I've never really heard about it in the trail running community much. Maybe because it's farther away than the US, but man, I would definitely like to explore more.
Awesome. So you get into Albi, and do you have to do like you had like photos with the team and stuff like that? Then did you get to know the team members and all that cool stuff?
A little bit. There was like a course shakeout with Team USA that we got to go to. So we like ran from the hotel to the course, and then we did a lap around the course together. So we got to talk to some people there. And then we also got to be in this cute little parade where everyone like walked from downtown to the opening ceremonies. And then there was a team dinner that we got to go to. We didn't get to go to like everything because I was an alternate, but they definitely tried to include me as much as possible. So that was very nice of them. And it was definitely nice to get to know them because like I know some of them. Like I knew Cole and Pete and like Jenny. But to actually get to spend time with them was pretty cool because they're good athletes for real. Yeah, like all of them. Yeah, like they're all really good.
Now you're one of those for real good athletes. Is that wild?
Well, maybe. That's kind of like,
yeah. You're one of those for real good ones. Wow. Okay. So you do all of this stuff ahead of time. And then I thought it was super cool that as an alternate, you still get to run, which is awesome. I would hate to travel all the way there and then be like, well, cheer on the team, but not get to run. So I love that they do that. That's a cool format. So you get there, you don't get points for the team, but you still get to run your heart out with an awesome field of athletes in a beautiful place. And you get to see what you're made of that day. So how did the race go?
It was really, really good.
Sweet.
Consistent.
Yeah. Basically, I had my split set up, and when I run 24-hour races, I don't care about anybody else, and I run the race that I'm supposed to run, and then I watch everybody go really fast. And in my head, I was like, here's the thing. At this race, everybody's going to go out really fast. And at like a normal race, I'd be like, oh, they're all going to burn up later. You know, they don't know what they're doing. But I was like, some of these people are going to go out really hard, and they're going to keep going really hard. Like, it's the best of the best. No. They still blow up. It's kind of crazy. Like, I thought all these people were just going to, like, hold that pace. But no, I don't think anybody did. So I was just doing my own thing the whole time. And, like, I ran the first lap so I could figure out where I wanted my walks to be. And then every lap after that, I had 2 walk breaks, and I think I was the only person on the course walking because I was like less than a mile in and I was walking, but that was okay. I just let everybody run around me really fast, and they lapped me. It's really, really fast. And I was probably in like 300 something place overall. Like I know I was. My sister told me when she looked, I was in like 330th place. So it was kind of crazy, and I was like, I don't really know if we're supposed to be here, but we're just going to keep walking and running because I didn't know. I thought they were just going to run like that all day, but it didn't really matter because I was doing my thing. And even like all the USA athletes lapped me a bunch of times, like a lot of times, all the men and the women. But I just kept walking and running, and then it got a little bit warm, and then people started walking because they were tired and they were hot. And I'm like, you're walking because you're tired. I'm walking to prevent me from getting tired. Like, we aren't the same. And then, like, there were some people from other countries that, like, when I was walking, they were like, oh, you'll come out of this low because, like, the only people that were walking were struggling. And I was like, dog, no, like, I'm just doing my thing. Low, I swear. But, yeah, I just did it. And then my splits were, like, perfect. It was insane. I didn't know I could run that consistent. And it was, like, comfortable, which was also kind of crazy because I feel like the whole time I was running pretty relaxed, and I wasn't like I was putting in effort, but I wasn't like putting in effort. Yeah.
Man, it says so much about putting together a great plan and following the plan and then running your own race.
Yeah, I just kept like they don't even exist is kind of my thing, and I looked at Eric if I ever needed to reset, and I said, it's just me and you in this whole entire stadium, right? Because, like, not a single other athlete or a single crew member, nobody else was even there.
No.
It's you and me in this whole entire stadium. Nobody else is looking at me. Nobody else matters.
It's beautiful to watch the way she runs these races. It's the second time I saw it in person, but, like, it reminds you, like, the tortoise and the hare story. You know, when she starts out, it's like she's saying, like, this is a world championship. Everybody, you got to run the whole thing and run until you can't and all that stuff. And she just sticks to her plan. And even when you're looking at the numbers and live tracking, she started out at 270th, or I think right around there. But the race doesn't start when the race starts. So like 12 hours in, that's when you see Kaylee start creeping up the board, and that's when it's on. And from that point forward, it's just every time she comes in on another mile lap, ding, there she is, 10 spots higher. ding, 10 spots higher. And before you know it, all these people that were out in front, lap after lap, are turning around, and here's Kaylee still going and now getting all those laps back. So it's very, very impressive and fun to actually watch in person. Not something you can see even in live tracking and stuff like that. But I mean, it works. And I mean, these numbers we're talking about, 147, like she has goals of going a little higher. We're still, we're still basically, we're real close to Kaylee's ceiling, but we're not there yet. And that race proved it by how she finished, and she knows that. But the technique she's using is 100% works, but it's so darn hard to do as a runner and as a human, to stick to that plan and not get caught up in anything else. But it's just really neat to watch.
It's not fun to do in the beginning. It's not fun. Like, because it sucks really bad to watch everybody run and just like keep getting lapped, and it's like, oh, they just lapped me twice. Oh, I don't even know how many times they just lapped me, because like you completely lose track. But I literally just have to keep telling myself, like, they don't even exist. They're not. Nobody else is even in this whole entire stadium other than me and my coach right now. So it doesn't even matter. They're just going for a run, and I'm just going for a run. So like, it's definitely difficult to have that discipline. I don't even want to say especially the 20-year-old, because that's just a stupid excuse. I feel like no matter what age you are, you look at everybody, like, most people are older and they don't have the discipline. Because it's fun to run fast, especially in a world championship with the best people in the world, and you're running fast and you feel good and you're going to set a PR, and then you're like, oh boy, it's hot out. And then you vomit everywhere, and then your race is over. Yeah. It's just like, it's not fun. But then once you get to that, like, once you finally start to see yourself like catching up to someone and be like, oh, they haven't lapped me in a long time, and then you catch back up to them, and then after like 14, 16 hours, whenever you actually start to look not just at your split pace on the board, then you start to look at your positioning. Like, I remember I was over 100 something when I looked in the day, and then I didn't look all day, and then I was in the 50s, and I was like, what on earth? How did I go into the 50s? And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll be like top 50. And then I was in the 40s, and then I was like maybe in the 30s, and then I was in the 20s, and then it was just crazy. Yeah. And then we just kept working on up. Yeah. It's crazy, for real.
I think it's easy to, especially at the beginning of a race, to doubt your plan, because everybody else is doing something different, and you're like, well, maybe I'm the one who's wrong, and maybe I'm the one who should be doing what everybody else is doing. And but that's not always the case. Sometimes you just got to trust your plan and trust yourself and trust what you put together, and just stick to it. And it's really hard to stick to it when everybody else is doing something different, but you did.
Yeah, we did.
And I want to clarify, like, her plan is, it's, when you come up with a goal of 145 miles in 24 hours, it's pretty simplistic to figure out what pace you need to run per mile to get to that goal. So she, basically her technique is having 2 small walk breaks, depending on what pace we're shooting for, when she crosses that mile mark, the pace is still, let's just say a 9-minute mile was her goal. It's still a 9-minute mile. So she's sacrificing 2 short walk breaks, but having to run the run part a little faster to hold that 9-minute mile. And that was, if anybody looked at her splits for the 147 miles, other than a short little stint in a locked bathroom early in the race, it is mind-boggling how close she got to her every split being darn near close, if not under it. So, I mean, the walk breaks mixed in, it becomes, it's your job, it's her life. It's pretty exact where she starts to walk, where she ends the walk and starts running again in every part of the lap. But it works. I mean, the numbers say if you can do this, you're going to get to this number. It seems pretty easy to say, okay, I guess I'll do that and get to that number. But it's early in the 24-hour, it seems very silly. Like, I don't know. Your head plays games with you. At least mine does for that technique.
Yeah, I think it was crazy later in the race too, because at the end, depending on where you're at, like, and like how the race is going, it's like the last 2 hours or 4 hours, maybe even up to like 6 hours. You can just do what you want. Like if you just want to run, you can just run. But I was trying to get to like the 20. I wanted to get to 22. And then we ended up kicking a little earlier than 22. But he actually asked me at like, I think it was around like 20 hours. He was like, "Are you still walking?" And I was like, "Yeah," because I realized that in like the middle of the night, like sometimes if I start to get too slow for my walk breaks, I would just like shorten them or cut them out and I would just have to start running. But it was kind of crazy because before I kicked with like a little over 2.5 hours. So it was sometime between like 2.5 and 3 hours to go is whenever I just started running. But like before that, I was definitely getting tired, but I was actually faster when I walked. If I tried to skip a walk break to like run, that lap was actually like a couple seconds slower than if I had my 2 walk breaks, which was crazy because my walk, they were really, really short. One was less than 0.05 and the other one was like 0.05. But if I just skipped that, my lap was slower, which was crazy. That I don't know the math on that one, but like, I don't know, just having that really short break to like change up the muscles and to just not get out of my routine that I had been in for the past 18 hours, just kept moving quicker.
Yeah. Okay. How about nutrition? What was the plan? How did that go?
So I usually have a gel every half hour, so the half hours weren't going to line up on my laps though. So we were going to do a gel every 4 laps, which would have been about 36 minutes, a little over. So that's what we did every 4 laps. And I didn't count anything. Whenever Eric had something for me, I'd come down the track and I'd see him standing there. And if he was holding something, I'd give him a little head nod to be like, "Yes, I see it. I'm coming for it." And then we'd grab it and go. And there were a couple times he handed me peanut butter and jelly. He had these little squares. Their bread was so cold. There was no crust on it. It was so good.
Good.
We don't like crust. Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah, they were little squares and they were good. And then I switched my bottles between water and Tailwind. I think that was every hour. Eric might know better than that how often we were switching bottles.
Yeah, we were averaging about an hour.
Yeah, and then in the middle of the night, I don't know when, but we also had soda that I would swoop in really fast and take a slurp and then keep running. Just whenever I would literally just like look ahead at the track to see him standing there, so I would know like if I was about to pull over to drink or not. And that's about how I did that. Basically, I'm very trusting, and like my general plan is a gel. It was gel every 4 laps and switching bottles. But then if you feel like you need to supplement something else like soda or Red Bull or peanut butter and jelly, I will trust you and I will just do as I am told.
Yeah, that's a great plan.
Usually during these 24 hours, I think anybody would agree, like you're going to have a few roller coasters of lows and highs. It's just natural. It's too long of a period not to. Even as trail runners know, in a 50K, 100K, 100 miler, like you're at one point or another, you're probably going to have at least one low spot. And that's the hard part, knowing you're going to come out of it. But like for this race, she was like locked into 100K, 62 miles in. And I started telling myself, I'm like, all right, a low is going to come here soon, whether after it gets dark or it gets late, like it's going to come. And this is great because it hasn't come yet. Like it's already late for it to show up. Now it's a matter of waiting for it. So I was prepared for it, and I was prepared to help her get through it. Like it was going to come, and it never came. And it like, so creeping up on the 100-mile mark, 80, 90, 100 miles. And let's face it, my crewing job wasn't very difficult. I knew what she needed and when she needed it, but I got to that point and she's still running consistent. And in my head, I'm like, what can I do to make sure this keeps happening? And like, as simplistic as it sounds, like nothing was broken. So I didn't want to try to fix anything. I didn't want to add anything in. I didn't want to take anything away. I wrote down exactly what she was doing every single lap. So I had a dictionary of, let's just say, 80 miles worth of information. And that was my job the rest of the race, is like, I have to replicate exactly what I've been doing. But I did start throwing in caffeine, trickling in caffeine, because it was overnight.
I think I asked for it. I think I said, like, let's start.
Yeah, but I gave you gels with caffeine, and then you finally asked for the caffeine pill. But even that, like, you don't want to overdose on that too much. And same with, I think you took ibuprofen pretty early.
10 hours.
Yeah. So we made sure we spread them out, but it was scary for me, because it was just like, any one thing I could give her, I feel like she could be at the tipping point of having a low, and we want to keep riding this consistent line. And it worked out. I mean, she really didn't. She can eat a lot of gels, and it works for her. And same with the tailwind. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. And you practice with all those things, then it becomes a whole lot easier on race day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think after having over 60 gels of bad water, I'm set for all my other races.
Yeah. A couple of questions came into the chat. Kaylee, how is Eric as a coach?
Oh, man.
Easy.
You get to say so many things about him right now, which I'm really excited to hear.
This wasn't rehearsed, I swear. Let me just prepare myself. I think if anybody actually needs a coach for literally any distance, like, I know Eric coaches trail runners and he coaches like cross country, he coaches road marathons and ultra marathoners. And then I rolled up and I said, hey, JK, I'm none of those. We're bringing a run for 24 hours. And he actually had no clue. Like, he'd never coached anyone like me, but he did all his research and all his things, and he figured out how to be the best possible coach he could for me. And obviously it's worked out pretty dang well. I went from a pretty bad runner. Like, if you knew me back in 2023 before I had a coach, it's very, very clear if you look at 2023 Kaylee versus 2024 Kaylee that started working with Eric to where I'm at now at the end of 2025. I think he's actually a very good coach. And aside from just the fact that he gives you a plan every single week, he actually cares about his athletes, and he's going to put in the effort to help you succeed mentally and physically.
Yeah, that I'm going to agree with all of that, but I'm never going to say that again.
But I'm going to agree with all that. But no, I mean, Kaylee's biggest thing is she started out as a fun runner to complete distances, ultra distances, which is still very impressive. So she's had a mind shift in the past year and a half of wanting to run more competitively too. So that just that mind shift helps a lot, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Another question in the chat. What surprised you about running an event this big?
I think the amount of people that were there, it was crazy. In the beginning, like at the start, I think I'll talk about the start for like forever, because it was such a cool experience. You started on the other side of the track, and then coming around the track through the stadium with all the music playing, and like there were a ton of spectators. So you have spectators on one side in the stadium, and then on the inside is all the crew tents. And there's like 400 runners that I'm in the middle of. And it was just an insane experience to like have that. And then all day there were so many people, even in the middle of the night, like whenever it thinned out because a lot of people quit, there were still always people. And I'm used to like races where there's just not that many people. You could go miles without really seeing anybody. Or if you're in a trail race or something, you could literally go like 13 miles between aid stations and not see a single soul. But in this race, you're always seeing runners, and there were always spectators. There was a big group in like the back half of the course that had a speaker all night long and like all day long. So there were always people in the back of the course, and then there were always people in the stadium. So it was just really cool to have so many people there. I'm not used to events where it's like important and there's people that'll stay up for 24 hours straight to watch people run in a circle.
Yeah. That's exciting. It used to be a big sport, pedestrianism, watching people go in a circle for 6 days.
I guess, yeah. It was also pretty cool, I think, at the end of the race. Like when I started my kick, I think I was like one of the first people to kick. Like at this point, like even the standout athletes during the day, like you slow down at the end. But I was like one of the first people to kick. So then at one point, someone told me I was like the fastest one on the course. And then eventually other people kicked because it was also time for them to. But it was really cool there were like a couple laps where everyone in the back of the course, they were just like kept watching me because I was like the only one back there that was running at that point. And it was like really cool. And there was this one guy that every single time I came around, we'd make eye contact and he would say bravo and clap for me. And he did that for like 9 hours. He was just this cute old man. It was very nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you talked about a few different moments. What was your favorite?
It was pretty cool to just like at the end. At the end, everybody else, like everybody that quit decided to get back on the course, and I was like, y'all get out my way. I've been here for 24 hours. Y'all just took a 12-hour nap for real. But like everybody came back out on the course, so it got really crowded again. But I was just kind of like trying to literally weave my way through people. And at the end, I like didn't really pay attention to the USA tent at all. Because like I would literally lock eyes on Eric and that was it, and nobody else existed because I was like, we can't listen to anything else here. Yeah. But at the end, I just remember hearing everyone like screaming like there's 2 horns or something like that. And like I think there's like a picture of like Pam standing somewhere in the front and stuff. And it was just like crazy to have. It was like so hype at the end. And I swear I was sprinting. I was probably going like 8-minute mile pace maybe. But I think I was running as fast as I possibly could. And then I got a lot farther. Like I thought I was just going to finish a lap and that would be it. But then I still had like over a minute to keep running. So then I was jogging. And then apparently Eric was also sprinting to find where I was at on the course. So then when I was sprinting, I like saw him over on the side of the course because he left the crew tent to see where I would finish. And I was like, oh my God, coach is watching. I got to keep running faster. Yeah. And we finished and it was just like really cool to like throw our block down, and then we were just kind of there, and then Eric came and gave me a hug, and it was very, very nice.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What a wild experience. How do you feel now?
Like what kind are we
talking? All the things.
My Achilles still is not very happy. I tried to run today and she's not happy, and that makes me very, very, very angry because my legs feel very good and my brain wants to run very bad. But we have a race in less than 2 months, so we have to be smart. And
what's coming up? December?
Yeah, I have Desert Solstice 24 hours.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but like that, everything else is good. I just had to be smart about my silly, stupid Achilles that flared up at like hour 20.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Yeah. My brain is good.
Good.
Like I got a little sickly on our travels back because my immune system was dead, but I'm on antibiotics, so we're getting healthy.
Good.
I still have no appetite, so that's not good, but we're going to get back to normal.
Okay. Good. Are you getting any of the post race sads, or are you're doing good through it?
I feel like I've been doing good, but now that I can't run, I feel like it's not going to be fun.
You have to pick up a new hobby, maybe crocheting or something.
Well, actually, I have a speed workout tomorrow, and this trashy human being who's on the screen told me to do it on a bike. Sorry, what?
I think I'm gonna be on his side on this one. I think that's a great idea, actually.
What? What?
Yep. We do what we have to do.
That's right.
Don't make fun of my Strava this week, please. I swear I'm trying my hardest.
Did you get some more Strava followers after your adventure? Did you start following more people yourself?
I followed a couple people that follow me from some other countries. It was crazy that some people, I was like out there running on the course, and some people from like random countries were like, "Hey, you're Kaylee, right?" And I was like, yeah, who the heck are you? Like, there were a couple people that knew me from like Badwater and stuff, and I was like,
cool.
Yeah, it was crazy because these people are from like other countries and they knew who I was. It was insane.
Yeah, because you're like famous.
Not that.
It's so wild.
It is so wild. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think here's the cool thing about doing awesome stuff and having your name out there and people know your name is that you already inspire a lot of people, and you're going to inspire more people because you're a good person and you're nice and you're funny and you're humble. And that just inspires other people to be awesome and hit their goals, but also be nice and funny and humble and all of those things, and that's just so great. Right?
Oh, you're so kind, Grayce. I appreciate it.
Oh, man.
You're so awesome. What is this nice and humble words you speak of? I've never heard these before.
Well, she shares with me, and sharing is a part of being nice.
I mean for myself, like I should probably try it, I guess, huh?
Well, we all have things that we need to work on. And this is just yours.
Yeah.
I already said nice things about you once during this episode. I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah, we don't want to go over the limit.
No. That's it for the year. And there's not another one until January.
Okay, that's fair. No, it was a pretty cool experience just because it's a world championship. Everybody is there and earn their way there. So it's not a race you sign up for, an ultra sign up. Because you're representing your country, I feel like there was a feeling of pride there that you don't see a lot or feel a lot at races. So that was one of the coolest things for me to see, even at the opening ceremonies and stuff. I mean, people were very, very proud to represent their country, and it definitely makes you want to represent your own country.
Are you inspired, Eric?
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, I wanted to try to get on the team before this race, but yeah, just going to this definitely lit the fire a little bit more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man,
and I mean, let's face it, for an old fellow like myself, there's not too many opportunities to make a world or a national team anymore on my end of things. So that's the way I look at it, is like it's still a national USA national team you can make. This is my one opportunity to probably make a team like that, regardless of who cares what the format is. This format allows somebody of my age, if they're willing to do it, to make a USA national team. And I think that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It's a sport that has a lot to do with patience and endurance. And, Kaylee gets to inspire those people who are kind and generous, and you get to inspire people who are, and cantankerous and
yeah,
and grumpy and gray and
exactly.
Listen, I think every single person on the United States team though was in the Masters division. Other than me, everyone else was over 35. So you're pretty set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, that did amaze me is that the age group of both female and male USA teams, and most of the people that were there, honestly.
Yeah.
So it must take wisdom and age to. Well, I mean, other than Kaylee, she's an outlier. But other than her, if you just wipe her off the screen, there takes wisdom and age and experience to get.
But I mean, it is a cool thing. I do think ultra running is there's a lot of people in their 40s who get into it in their 40s, and then they continue on for a long time. But Kaylee, not a lot of people your age are running at your level, so that's pretty exciting to inspire the young folks and say, hey, instead of picking up whatever sport they're doing, what are the young kids doing these days? What are they up to?
I think they all just party. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have a lot of snacks.
That's true.
We have music.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. I mean, I've always thought it was cool to rep for the younger generation because I've obviously always been like one of the youngest people at pretty much every single race I've ever done. But I was thinking the team USA that I just ran with, they're all like in their 30s and 40s and 50s. And I was like, it's crazy that like I'm there running with them. But then when I'm their age, I'm going to be running with a bunch of people my own age that are also like then in their like 40s and stuff. So I'm going to be running with like two completely different generations of people.
Yeah.
Like that's I just thought about that because like the other day, and I was like, it's crazy that like, because people were saying how like I'm the future of the Team USA, but like I'm the only person that's gonna be running on Team USA in 20 years that like is running now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be all new people I have to talk to. That's not fun.
You get to make so many more new friends.
Yeah, but it is just like crazy to think about that. Like how long we do have to be out here, which is also cool because we have big goals. And I was also talking to this guy who coaches me the other day, and like eventually I've had this goal like even before this race, like eventually like way whenever I'm old like y'all, I want to set the world record eventually. And Eric was like, I think that's a reasonable goal. Yeah. And it's crazy to think like a world record is a reasonable goal just because we are like where we're at right now and we do have time to actually get there. So in time, a whole like world record could be a reasonable goal. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's so cool to think about. And, you know, at any point you can also decide like this isn't for me anymore and you can go hang out at the parties.
No.
Or you can set a world record.
Yeah, that's one. Maybe a few world records by the time we get there.
Like,
yeah.
All kinds of things. So next up is Desert Solstice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you know what else is on the plan for next year? Have you decided yet?
Yeah. So Desert Solstice, we're running over 150 miles.
Nice.
There's no option. We have to because I don't have any more 24 hours planned. So I need to get my 150 mile mark. And then in February, I'm running at the 100-mile national championship at Jackpot Ultras in Las Vegas. That's at the very end of February. I don't know what we're going to try and split there. It probably will depend what I split at. My 100-mile split is at Desert Solstice, but I haven't actually mentioned this one, Coach. So maybe sub 15.
Maybe. I mean, it'll be a little faster than your 24-hour split, obviously.
Yeah, so maybe sub 15.
Maybe.
Degrees. Possibly. And then basically since I've gotten like semi-decent at this whole running in circles thing, I figured I'm really, really bad at hills. And I think Eastern States is the worst race I've ever done in my entire life.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to completely switch gears after the 100-mile national championship, and I'm going to triple crown.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, we're going to get back into our cute little trail, PA Trail Fam roots. Way back in 2023, for real. And
Yeah.
I would like to maybe possibly get a podium spot at like 2 of the 3, but I know that's also like somehow getting a podium spot there seems more unreasonable than one day.
Yeah, that's super hard. But I think like every time you've done those races, you haven't really gone into them with that mindset and with that goal before. You know, and I can't remember one of the PA Trail races where you were fully rested and all those things. You were kind of just like race. And you didn't, I remember seeing you at Fern Rock at World's End and you were just running happy. You know, I don't think your goal was podium. So it's different when that's your goal, you know?
Yeah, we're definitely like a lot like that year was definitely, we ran everything for fun. And so then this year we definitely will hopefully have fun and not want to die at Eastern States this time, because hopefully I'll be semi-trained and we'll do a lot better. And then hopefully I will have good trail legs and then either maybe run top 10 at Javelina or Blacklist, because coach doesn't actually think I'm good enough for top 10 there. I mentioned it and he was like, top 10, what are you talking about? So maybe we won't be doing that.
That's a competitive race. It's very competitive.
That's why I want to do good there, because it's a good race.
Yeah.
And then stay in good shape in 2027. Hopefully, maybe set the course record at Laurel Highlands, because my brain is very, very set on that race. And then get back into 24-hour stuff and compete in the 24-hour World Championship in 2027 on Team USA, and then be a scoring member of USA. Oh,
I like it. Done.
Yeah, got it. Got it.
Well, we're excited to be along for the ride and see all of the updates. And we love having you on the show. And we love when you're not on the show, you still watch and comment. And it's always a pleasure to see you. It's always also a pleasure to borrow your shorts if I need to.
You're so funny, Grayce.
When am I going to see you again? When are we both at the same thing again? Not till
Idiot race. Idiot race.
Is it the shed?
Probably
at the shed. Okay.
I'll see you at the shed. The shed has expanded. There's a back to the shed.
Oh, I didn't know there was a back to the shed.
For me and you, we're gonna hang out back there.
Okay.
Yeah, have fun with that.
It's so far away.
What, January?
Yes.
It's almost November, dog.
That's 3 months away. Your race is in 3 months.
Yeah, it's fine. I need time.
I want to do a group run on my birthday. Come run with me.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, on a track.
Okay.
21 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we can do the impossible mile.
Yeah, sure.
For the last mile, we can do the impossible mile.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And I'll actually finish it. We got it. How about you?
Yeah, I'll have to practice, but I would practice enough so that I could actually finish it.
Well, you have like 3 weeks, so you better get on it.
Okay. I don't know if I can do it. I can do it. It would just take me a really long time, but that's okay.
Yeah, invite all your friends. You can come too, Coach.
Invite all your friends.
Thanks. You're welcome.
It's past his bedtime.
Yeah.
What are you doing this weekend, Kaylee?
What's up?
What are you doing this weekend?
I was supposed to do a 16-mile run, but maybe I'll do like a 32-mile bike ride instead, whatever the heck. And then I have to work, and then I'm going to Hershey Park on Sunday with my sister.
You're doing the Hershey After Dark?
Yeah, we're going as soon as they open to do all the rides, and then whenever it gets dark, we do all the scary, spooky stuff.
Yeah. It's so much fun. I love it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
And
really
actually, the Cossacks are going to be in Hershey Park, but they're not going to stay an extra day to come to the park with me because they're all losers.
gosh, Hershey Park after dark is super fun. Halloween time is like the best time to go to Hershey Park.
You know what else is fun is going to Hershey for the state cross country meet.
Bam! That's exciting.
Yeah.
Lauren had a great race. Was it last weekend? Just this past weekend?
Last Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what you're doing this week?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yay. What are you doing this weekend, Grayce? Oh, I am going to, with friends, with Callie and Erica and Angie, to the Allegheny Front Trail. Thanks for asking. We're going to have super fun.
I'm glad I asked. That's a great trail, and you should enjoy it. It's a hidden gem that's not talked about too awful much, but that is a beautiful trail.
Yeah, I'm looking to add another one to the list.
Very
It's
cool.
going to be my next.
Hit up my boy Andrew Boyd. He just ran that like 2 weeks ago.
Ooh, I will do that. Thank you.
You're welcome. He's obsessed with that trail now, and he is doing some crazy things out there.
Oh, well, we're not doing anything crazy, but I will ask him about trail conditions.
All right, let's wrap it up. Bedtime.
Okay.
Thank you, Kaylee, for giving us your time and being on.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Y'all are the greatest.
You're awesome, Kaylee. Thanks for being on. Eric,
I'm back.
You're back. I'm excited about that. You
Yeah.
still don't know what to do with your hands, but we'll figure that out one day.
I don't know what to do.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. You are awesome. And be sure to like and subscribe and tell Eric what to do with his hands. And then share with your friends. And tune in every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern to hear more awesome stories from awesome people. Thanks so much. Bye.
See ya.